Okay. August 2008. I found myself in the middle of the woods carrying my very first paintball gun, trying to survive my first game. Terrified. Now at the time I had no idea what the history behind paintball was. All I know is you just go out in the woods and shoot each other with toy guns pretty much. So I thought I'd have some fun, but and the very first gun I had was this one right here, a Tippmann 98 Custom. But it looked nothing like that the time I first used it. Yeah, like I said, 2008 was my first time I started playing, so I've been playing for almost 4 years now. And I have now looked up the history behind paintball and definitely the Tippmann name as a brand. And also, knowing about paintball now, how it began, it's just enhanced my game playing experience altogether. In the beginning, there was no sport. There are these things. The Nell Spot 007. It was originally made to mark trees for the Forest Service to take down the trees. Then about 7 years later, in 82 or 81, was when the first game was played between two guys. They decided to, hey, what if I shot you with this? Well, let's find out if it hurts first. It hurt, but not very much. And then a couple of weeks later was the first big multiplayer game ever played. A bunch of important like stockholders, so maybe I think it was a couple military guys involved. They just tried to push a sport that didn't exist until Nell Spot came out. And actually later that year in 1981, it was winter of 81, that the NSG, National Survival Game, was created. It was the first, say, corporation that was made specifically towards paintball. And after 83 is when the sport actually really started going. In 83, things just started advancing. Soon enough, Tippmann came along. Dennis Tippmann, creator of Tippmann pneumatics, and he was the first one to create a semi-auto and full auto paintball gun. So it was called the SL60, or no, the SNG60, sorry. Now, how Dennis came into the industry, so he originally made half-scale replica machine guns, but due to gun law changes in 86, excuse me, in 1986, he had to reevaluate his business. He saw paintball was slowly growing, so he thought, hey, might as well try it out. They thought it was just a, just going to be a passing fad, like the hula hoop. But they decided to get into it with quality and high-performance products. And that's when he decided to make the SMG-60, the very first full-auto and semi-auto paintball gun, like a machine gun. And that's it right there, the SL-60. Now, Tippmann today has grown enormously. They went from just 8 employees in 86 to now well over 120 employees in 2 different locations. And in all they've actually just celebrated their 25th anniversary. I actually have a 20th anniversary Tippmann 98. But yeah, they're on their 25th anniversary now. And throughout the whole 25 years, they've made 17 different paintball gun models. And also, not just making their own products, they've also teamed up with the U.S. Army and NXE, which is, yeah, Tippmann makes their own apparel and jerseys and whatever. They teamed up with NXE. They actually bought NXE, and NXE doesn't really stand for anything. It's just NXE, and they make body armor, pods, and harnesses and whatnot. And with the U.S. Army group, they started making their own paintball gun line for the U.S. Army, along with camping gear. I actually own some. And with Tippmann quality, Tippmann builds the finest paintball guns out there now. The best you can get. This is their best they have right now. It's the X7 Phenom Assault Edition, made to look exactly like a SCAR assault rifle. Now, also another crazy thing about Tippmann's quality is that you could, like that SMG-60 I had a picture of, that thing still works. It's like, it's really hard to find a broken Tippmann paintball gun. Like, that is considered broken, dirty, but with just a few hours and some elbow grease, go right back to working condition. Now that's actually what I had to pretty much do with this one, except it wasn't that bad. I completely cleaned that out, painted it, and then repainted it. And altogether, paintball grew very slowly in the 80s, but once Tippmann came in, it grew in popularity like none other. It's like you probably might have heard about Tippmann over the internet, just with their ads or pushing a new logo, experience and excellence, which they're definitely experienced. They've been in the industry for over 25 years now, and they're making quality products. And yeah, it's like, that's actually me right there. It's like, paintball is very social too. So if you find some people that like to play paintball, go out and play with them. It's like, I actually would like to organize a paintball day for us as classmates to go play, if you guys are interested. If you guys have any questions about paintball history, I know a little more, but it's just going to take too long to go through it all. Go ahead and ask me. And if you want to know more about Tippmann, I'm all ears. Thank you.